Gina, that you may see here, a psych nurse practitioner. We're on this internet street. I talk about everything relating to mental health, and I make it okay for you to not be okay on some of those days. And I also help you with, should I stay, should I go, and be in that limbo of not knowing if you should go or leave, and help you recover, heal, and continue to elevate after you leave that relationship, that toxic, high conflict, narcissistic, abusive relationship. Because we all find ourselves there sometimes. We didn't expect to get there, but here you are, you find yourself being in a relationship where you're struggling to figure out if you're staying or you should leave. It's the hardest place to be, because I've been there. But the fact is there's hope. If I've been able to do it, you can. We never get into relationships or marriages wishing for it to end or wishing to have a divorce, but sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself, and or if you have kids, is to leave. And there's no shame or guilt. There might be that's something to work through therapy. So for post-divorce recovery is the topic that I'm addressing in this segment, is that it does take a toll. It's the scariest thing to do, to choose to sever that relationship that you wanted to have forever. How does it look like? It looks like going to therapy. So important to find that perspective, not only perspective, but to find that unwavering support. And you're kind of letting things out by knowing that it's going to stay in that safe space and nobody's going to carry your information somewhere, because that's what the therapist is for. But it's important for you to make sure that therapist aligns with you as well. So dating your therapist to make sure you find the right fit for you, culturally competent for you, is so important. So beyond the therapy rooms where you're sitting, you're doing the talking, you can talk about what happened. But how do you go beyond what happened, what went wrong, to now taking accountability to what led to you being in that relationship, and or being in that relationship for however long you were in for? That's what post-divorce recovery is so important. And I talk a lot about that in my book, Being Afraid, Freaking Doing It Anyway. Is that you find that you have to take some of that work beyond the therapy room to doing the work outside of it. So it can mean, going back to school, getting some more maybe education, certification, getting another job. So you're rooting yourself in a level of independence financially, so you can take care of yourself and or take care of your kids too. If you have kids, so important. So post-divorce recovery can look like that for some people, but for other people it can also look like, hey, what is it? Maybe improving your diet, maybe going to the gym. It might mean finding community, which is so important, because if you don't have good supportive community, it makes it 1,000 times even more. So finding like-minded people that you can get together with here and there, text, call, go out with, is so important. One of the ways I do that is finding 2 or 3 friends who align with me, but it takes that intentionality to seek out those. You finding yourself to be friendly is what finds you friends, right? So post-divorce recovery means that finding those deep-rooted friendships and cultivating and nurturing those friendships as you go along your journey. I find that Facebook also has a lot of groups that you can join, like people who are going through divorce, people who are going through separation, people who are looking for support in different ways, wellness, even hiking. I have this hiking group that I joined that I love so much. It's led by a psychologist, and she does a lot of meditation. She does a lot of group check-ins to see where you are emotionally before the hike and after the hike, and I love it. So I would recommend her a lot. It's called Gratitude Choice Walk. So if I want to have that kind of organic friendship, there's a lot of people in that group that you can relate to. Check her out on Facebook and follow her for all her weekly hikes. But yeah, making sure you're setting yourself up in a stable mental space and helping your kiddos as well is so important in your recovery journey. But here's a few things that I wanted to share regarding post-divorce recovery, and let me know in the comments what your ways or what you found to be helpful. Bye.